5 good ults for the Silas to steal. That's good. Nice, I appreciate that, actually. So LGD doesn't. You need 2 points in your queue to have enough wave clear. Look onto YCX. He's going for comment, not spellbook. Yeah, that's a good point, actually. Savior's on top. Side jump out of the brush. Shouthouse find him. Can they get themselves the damage they need? Flashing forwards. YCX caught out. And despite his good early lane, cannot survive that. Savior. Good damage onto him. Spell shield not achieving much there. And he's lost all his HP. This is horrible for LGD. Silas now on the sideline. Hang on a second. Oh no, the level 6er of Silas comes through. You had a whole wave to stand behind, and you chose to stand there. The little green flog goes leapfrogging his way forwards, and XQW, I think, was afraid of the Talia ult coming forward, so Palkia will live. Trying to pick up a wave. I think he will be just about fine. The wave control slightly in favor of EDG, and now you do have that threat. Potential of Xiaohao heading up here again. That's Xiaohao. Oh, knocked into the wall as XQW. Hook lands into YCX. Flashing forwards for the Q. And Palkia goes down way too far. XQW picks himself up another kill participation. Look at those people be. We're in a Giant X video the other day, which has actually been very, very funny. Some content. And he's going to get blasted again. Jumping forwards. There's no flash on the Varus, and On is blasted. Yeah, Varus, hell of a strong champion. First picked here. Satisfying sound effects instead, just a little bit. Palkia has level 6, has flash. They catch up. YCX, can he get himself onto the 2 targets? Goes on to Xiaohao. Can they kill him before his ult comes off? Not quite. Great dash out from Xiaohao. How much more can he survive, though? Flashing forward is Sassy. He will get that Shinzao, but how much will they take in return? They've channeled very deeply onto him, and they've lost their own jungler. On ult comes back through. Who do they hit it onto? They hit it onto the Rumble, who has no flash. Can they get any kind of follow-up, though? No, not really. XQW. Now he finds his own way into the backline. Palkia, very low HP. XQW back on Fallen Angel. I don't know if we'll be seeing the pearly gates in this one. Flash away at a great knockup from ZDC. That might turn things back around. XQW getting more damage. Flashing over the wall. The Silas is going mental. Great fight from XQW as LGD clean up the fight. Currently, 2 for 1, I believe. 2 for 1. And XQW. Very satisfying. Herald now started from LGD. They do have 2 grubs. It's a powerful Herald to use if they can get it. Do they have a good angle for a flash? Oh, hang on a second. Savior's core has to cleanse and flash away. The equalizer is not fantastic, but the Ornal is interrupted by the stolen Shinzao ult jumping into the backline. Cyclo going on to On. That should be a very dead Varus. And indeed, it is. XQW goes down, though. And that silences a lot of their damage. What's the overall kill count? 3 for 2 EDG. Walk away with less members. LGD do the damage again. Savior, even though he's forced to cleanse him. All right, so it's about the place. Collector first. We'll see what it goes towards next. Probably the Flicker Blades. Outer turret goes down. But, of course, what this allows you to do is still keep being... You still allow yourself to be, you know, a crit scaler. Yeah, so you go Collector into Flicker Blades. That gives you really good Q uptime and Ricochet uptime. Then after that, I'll be interested to see what comes next. You do have the cooldown boots. The cooldown boots are the interesting thing for me, where you're going for a lot of Q spam. Dragon will be taken by LGD, and LGD are in a great spot. 1,000 gold ahead, 2 grubs. Use that Herald to take down mid lane turret. They're going to have Soul Point and Infernal Soul. And also that, if they get Infernal Soul for a more poke-oriented Sivir, that's huge. LGD, they are not favored in this matchup at all. Angel putting that ult forwards. Climber caught out of position. Does not have himself a flash. Does he need it, though? As we get a double call of the Forge God. It's a whole pantheon of Forge Gods in here. 2 of them come down, and EDG have bitten off more than they can chew. Savior starting to rip through the DPS. On flashing away. Full kill count. 3 for 1. Sassy goes down. LGD find another great fight off of EDG starting the fight in the bot side river. In the far side jungle, rather. Thought they found a play. Pure armor pen, which will work better for Q spam. Infinity Edge is also fine if you do want to have more ricochet damage. EDZ trying to defend this outer turret, can get a knockup here. Gets it onto the clone, nothing else. Jumping forwards on SQW. Here comes the Call of Forge God again. SQW using this ultimate to block out and get some damage. Again, really good ult value for this Silas. That Shinzao ultimate getting great value for SQW. That's calm now, sort of. Hang on a second. SQW, he's going to recall, try and teleport back in. What's he got completed? Is he going to have enough time to get himself another ultimate? Teleporting back in with the Rift Maker. YCX spotted out. Good damage onto him. That's just going to be the Nico dead. Is it an Intercan? Oh, God, no. One dead. SQW. Not going to be there for the engage. Atakan being pulled over now. It's EDG. I think this is their option. Okay, you're right. You take that one dead. Let's see if they can get themselves that Atakan. That could be a huge comeback angle for them. They do sort of need that right now. SQW on the flank. Will have his ult again. Flashing forward. Falkir getting himself a combo onto the Rumble. That's another one dead. SQW. What can he do on the flank now? Perhaps not enough. And the Atakan, why didn't you just let it reset? LGD, they tried to take it while it was low. They should have just let it go over. They have leashed it to the side of EDG. LGD lose the Atakan and lose 2 around that fight. That is gone for Shadow Flame second. He's not going towards Rylai. He's not going towards Leandra. He wants the burst damage. Particularly that finishing ability is nasty. YCX has flash, has ult. He didn't use either of them around the Atakan because he died, of course. What a good flank angle. See that, hang on a second, SQW gets the call of the Forge God, trying to take that down lower and lower. YCX on a great angle. Equalizer's coming in as well, and YCX finds a 3-man ultimate, which might lead to the team fight win. 2 dead already. Nico's died in response, but I don't think that's really that important. Call of the Forge God, pretty good from EDG though, and Varus gets damage down. He's still alive until just now, and SQW though, double kill, doesn't get the triple, but he'll be so much of the damage, and he's not taken down. That despite the good call of the Forge God from his EDZ. It's Silas which wins the day. SQW winning the team fight and winning the Infernal Soul for LGD. I don't think ZDZ will live here either. Staying a little over long, he'll go down. LGD 2020 emote thrown up by Savior. But XQW, that's really the savior of that team fight. Dragon will go down. Infernal Soul for EDG. Now for LGD is EDG now on the ropes. They got a great win around the Atakan, but they can't make it a second one in a row. It's like a big old toad here. Is that a positive thing? Oh, we'll call it a positive thing here. Big old roadblock in the backline there. And Savior has gone towards the Armor Pen build third. He's gone towards Lord Dominance Regard, so he's actually quite pokey. Lost 2 games against NIP in their series loss to them. Was that last week? Not too long ago. Lost 1 game to TT. This would be only their 2nd game lost to someone not named NIP in this split so far. SQW. Well, we got the Shinzo ult. They haven't finished him out just yet. Uses that just now. Death onto that Nico. Xiaohao doing okay into the backline, but the Infernal Soul is putting up a lot of damage. So close to killing that. Wukong, but not able to do so. And the Equalizer comes back with Fire and Furious. Savior starts to rip Rocket with the Ricochet. Goes down after a triple kill. XQW pops the spell shield of Arn. Ends up being, what, a 4 for 2? Arn lives to tell the tale, but he's not exactly got anyone to say it to back home. They're all dead. Get themselves a 4-man Baron. I don't think they're willing to wait the 20 seconds it would take for Savior to come up. EDG, I think it now comes down to an Elder flip for yourselves. Can you win a fight around the Elder? If not, 7-1 and 12. He's not gone for Rod of Ages. That's Proto Belt instead of for his HP item, but that's been enough. Now he has himself, the upgraded Merc Treads. He has Zhonya's. Angel's taking Objective Bounty on the other side. Has 1 grub to help him push towers. Objective Bounty secured for EDG. Gives him a little bit of gold back. Just a little bit. YCX forced to flash away. He's dead. That's a dead Nico. Not sure that's a particularly useful stopwatch there. He should have saved that. That's important. Because he won't be able to get himself something like a full Zhonya's for the Elder fight. He should have... Dragon now spawning in 10 seconds. This is the most important part of the game for EDG. Can they find themselves a fight? SQW on the flank, level 16. 10-stack Medjais for move speed. Steals the Shinzo ultimate. EDG, they're going to try and capture out one side of the flank, and they indeed do, but the chain stops the dash forward with Xiaohao. Low HP is XQW. Xiaohao even lower. Equalizer's not bad. Cycling goes forward. Xiaohao is dead. No smite on the table now. That's already a huge win for LGD. SQW, can he find any extra damage? YCX finds himself to engage forwards, and Savior flashing forwards. Looking to be the doom of EDG. A Boomerang Blade takes down 1. It is going to be the full ace for LGD. I don't think they'll even need to get themselves the Elder. They're going to go push up the wave in the bot side. Looking at the death times from EDG. 30 seconds on Xiaohao. Screw the Elder. Let's take the Nexus. EDG for themselves into a playable position. But it's not that anymore. 24 stacks on the Dark Seal. LGD blasting through the early game. and snowballing through the Silas to a victory. Savior on the Civet. 10-1 and 10 as well. His KDA is binary. And the answer to this game is pretty binary as well. Did they win the game? Yes. No. It's a yes. All right. LGD taking game 1, and EDG falling apart at the base defense, losing only their 4th individual game in Group Nirvana for Summer 2025. LGD,